I had a little blip. What happened there?
What happened? We definitely were on the
How can we
wrong
never
screen
get
for
that
like
right?
half a second. That was.
Oh my god, I'm getting like
Is
an
Alma
echo.
not there? Oh, there he is.
Oh, that's why.
Did you
I have
mute
to
Twitch?
the server again. No, I need to. There we go.
Oh, he didn't mute Twitch. He's got our voices coming through twice.
I fixed it now. I'm gonna drive me insane.
Insane.
In the membrane. Insane in the brain. Nobody else?
Everyone,
Hi.
we are live.
And we are professionals.
You never know it.
Welcome in, everybody, to Sunset Over Vengalia from Tales of Initiative. We are so excited to be back today with episode 59. I'm sad that after this, we're not going to be able to say 50 anymore. We'll be 60. And you can't say, like, city. That just sounds, like, weird.
Ooh. I feel like we've been underutilizing the opportunity to say fitty. We have not really been enjoying that as much as we should have.
Episode 50 was
There's a
great.
50%
51 was
chance
great.
No, no. I
Sweeping
reread that and
declaration.
no.
Sweeping declaration today. Any chance you have to say 50, you have to say 50.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just what's happening. I declare it.
There's a 50% chance I'll
I
remember.
do declare.
And we be Southern while you do it. I do declare, and we have a 50% chance of saying it right. All right. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. In case you are, frankly, my dear, background music is a smidge low. Good to know.
Thank you for saying so.
We are here to do this again. We have this week. We only have this and TPK, right? I think I saw that.
Correct.
There was nothing else this week. Next week, we will be doing another episode of Camp Counselors in the Dark. I don't know what you called it.
Nope.
But that seems right.
Monsters and counselors.
An attempt was made.
I mean, it seemed right. Things happen in horror movies. You know, people don't generally die in the daylight at the camps. Like you're not like out in the sunny day by the lake and hear. Like, it just doesn't happen as much in the daylight because who's afraid of Jason in the sun? Like,
He burns really easily.
right. He's got to get sunblock on that, like SPF 75. Spoopy, scary counselors. It'll be episode.
It'll be the
So-
second part of the one shot.
Part 2, but episode 59B because we're not quite on to episode 60 yet. I'm just trying to figure out a way to use it. But make sure you check out.
Are we playing WoW in the 90s? What's happening?
My tongue broke. Make sure you check out that episode next week. Also, this week, we will announce it more as we progress as well, but we're going to be doing a dice giveaway today because next week is Summer Solstice, which will be 1 full year of dice giveaways on the solstices.
Solstice.
Solstices. Solstices.
The seasonal days of import.
Solstices.
Solstices.
Solstices for the rest of this.
Don't forget to dip your chips in some solstice.
Is that the new Bond girl?
Solstice pussy. Wait, what? Well, we were gonna get to episode 60, but apparently that's not gonna happen now. I have not had my ADHD meds in over a month, guys. I apologize. But we're doing a dice giveaway. I was talking about.
We're being cut after Haley's last slip up. We are now.
I was talking about a cat, guys,
Sure.
with like a summer theme. I don't know what that would even look like.
Probably.
Anyway, we're doing a dice giveaway. So that'll be done during break. You'll have a chance to enter. So make sure you alert people to be here to watch it. So make sure you guys say, hey, come if you want a chance to win some free Fernway dice because they're amazing. Fernway is our sponsor going on over a year now. So thank you, Fernway, for not canceling us. Anyway, we also have other cool sponsors. TA Maps, Level 1 Gamers, We have day 20, buried without ceremony. I thought you said bear with. Never mind.
Ember Winds.
Ember Winds. Yep. Who else do we have? Did I name them?
Stop.
GameStop.
Stop!
I almost.
GameStop. Me trying to think of the rest of our sponsors.
Almost did it not ironically. GameStop
also
just makes me
level 1
so
gamers.
excited that I need to air horn it out there.
I love that.
I'm
it's
air
just
horny
a
for
natural
GameStop.
Part of your vote. You're like, yeah, Hillary.
We have our sponsors in the chat.
Yeah, you just click
Please
links.
check them out. Support
Yes,
them. They are all amazing.
Please.
Remove the temptation for Matt to play that beautiful sound.
And by that pitiful sound, he means
No.
No.
I was giving somebody a chance to pick another one. Gosh.
No.
No.
We're banned from pressing these buttons. No.
All right.
Anyway.
So we have talked about shows this week. So we have TPK, we have this, and then we have that's it for this week. We still have our merch stuff. If you guys have not looked at our merch store, you should. It's got some neat stuff, some good gifts.
They really do.
Mhm.
I've got the cropped hoodie, and the only reason I'm not wearing it today is because it's in the wash.
The only
Super
reason.
soft, super comfortable.
We love soft and comfortable.
Mhm.
What we're gonna do today, we're in case you weren't with us last week, or I mean, it wasn't even last week, was it? It was the week before.
Week before.
No, before.
We're gonna do a group recap, so everybody's gonna have a chance.
Before we get to
Yeah.
that, sorry,
Yeah.
one more announcement. We have our Tails Pride Initiative coming up.
Oh yes,
Which
that's
is
what I
our
meant to say.
now annual Pride Month big Streamapalooza. The weekend of the 23rd and the 24th, Friday the 23rd and Saturday the 24th, we are going to be playing 3 games across those days. I'll be starting us off on Friday evening, and then we're going to go to Billy and Conlon on Saturday afternoon and evening for just a big gay old time. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to show y'all the games we've been planning. And throughout, there's going to be a lot of like chat participation kind of stuff, like a lot of what we do for TPK and Tails Does Tales. And what we're going to be able to do is all of that is going to be with real money through Tiltify, and that is going to benefit the Trevor Project. If you don't know who they are a fantastic organization that promotes visibility and statistics and research, and also free confidential support, resources and support for LGBTQ youth against unaliving. So it is a really great cause, really amazing people, and we can't wait to support them with some fun, crazy games.
Games. As we were
Games.
saying.
Games.
EA maps.
It's in the gay.
All right.
Taste
so
the
we are-
rainbow.
not the calories.
TA Maps will have all of the taglines after we're done with them.
So we are now we're gonna do the recap thing, where we have the thing where we recap, and everybody's just gonna say part of what happened last time. So I'm gonna go first because I'm introducing this idea, and that way I can hopefully get the look of panic out of some of the players' faces. So when we last left off, should we change the music? Oh wait, does everybody have their snacks and their drinks and their toilets?
Yes.
You faked me out.
Yes,
we're not
I'm
doing
currently
the.
sitting on the toilet.
We're not.
When last we left off.
I can't say.
When last we left off, the heroes had defeated pretty soundly Stedd and his people in the dungeon. They had freed Nemeia, and they'd freed Kas, the copper dragon. They had then brought back Stedd into the dungeon, threw him in a cell, and Void and H.E.R.O.E. went to search through Stedd's office a little more thoroughly, finding a dagger that turned out to be an abyssal dagger that H.E.R.O.E. got to keep hold of. I'm going to tag out now to Taylor.
So yes, you pretty much covered the entire episode very, very briefly. Like I don't know where to fill in any of the
No.
gaps.
That was literally the first
Just
scene.
kidding. The next part is that you guys wrote a letter. Yuri and Vix wrote a letter. How is it?
Oh.
I'm ready to go.
Haley's
Oh,
got this.
so- Maybe Haley should go then.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I'll quickly fill in the gap there. It was not a gap.
Yep.
It's a big old fucking gap.
It's the rest of the episode.
Yuri and Void. I keep going to go say Matt.
I'm
Void
there.
went up to Stedd's office and wrote a letter of omission of all of the things that had happened, and then we're gonna go get Ed to sign it. But while that was happening, Edie decided that she was going to interview prisoners to see if they were worth killing or not. We knew that there were bad people in this place, and she needed to sort that out. Kori joined her, and once they got through about 10 prisoners, Quoras and Edie had a morality talk, and she now understands that you need to know for sure before you kill people. So that's good news. I think everyone came back downstairs. No, not yet, maybe. But then Nemeia said she wanted to talk to Stedd. And I'll pass over to Nemeia, to Taylor.
This is brilliant.
Yes. So while that talk was happening that Quoras was not prepared to have, Yuri and Void came back down, and Alma stayed relatively close to Nemeia instead, where Nemeia then requested to have a bit of a chat, try and find out a bit more information as to why Stedd wanted her and what he was doing with her. Void then took over the interrogation and shot him, then healed him, which was unexpected to some of the PCs. Then Maya wanted some privacy, but allowed Edie to stay and listened to the conversation, though she requested Edie not to look.
And she
But of course, no, not at all.
had her eyes covered the whole time.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you for that. So Nemeia then questioned Stedd more before saying that her friends were devilish in their desires to avenge her, and called herself the closest thing to a guardian angel that Stedd would ever get before ripping his throat out and then walking out of the cell. And I will pass it on.
Got a popcorn. Who's next?
Yeah. Who's next?
Pick a person, Taylor.
You are.
You. 3 people talked. You can't just say you.
Gotta pick a person.
Taylor.
Okay, Colin.
That's me. I was not one of the 3 people who talked when you said you are, so this is fine. Cool. Yeah, Nemeia murked Stedd. We all left the place, I believe, right after that, pretty much. They all came back downstairs. We went back upstairs. We got, what's-his-face, McOldman?
Mick Oldman.
Yeah, what's-his-face, McOldman. I'm pretty sure that was his name.
Grim.
Yeah, that guy. Grim, who is the guy, one of the guys. One of the people who was helping us originally, pulled him into Stedd's office, kind of explained what was going on, showed him the prison through the portal. He got us a ride out with a sort of contingency of we can't leave the city until the stuff has been
That was
resolved.
never said. That was never said.
Alma
That was
said that.
Okay.
No, like literally, Grim has done a terrible job of trying to keep any key witnesses in the city.
Cool.
Maybe because witnesses count for nothing in this hellhole of a place.
Yeah, literally.
Perfect.
The legal system here is fucking shit.
Yeah.
And Grim dropped on accident that the king was not actually dead in front of Alma, who then had to, I believe, went and confronted Quoras about it, and Quoras was flustered. And then, yeah, I think that was all I remember. So we'll go to Matt.
Yeah, you've left me very little. The only other thing that happened was that Void and Nemeia had a very brief conversation on the way out. Found out the reason that she was being avertive with her eyes and not meeting anyone's gaze is that she's having hallucinations again. Void thought it might be something that could be cured by holy water. So that holy water is gone, but it did not help anything.
Minty fresh.
It was minty fresh. And we are all exhausted and get... Jesus Christ.
Don't make Taylor choke. Come on.
Absolute assassination.
Finisher.
Finisher. and we are now going to a carriage to go to the Discreet Flame, and that's where we left the episode.
Well, you did also. Void had some discussion with Stedd. That's pretty important that we discuss. Void and Nemeia attempted to gather some information.
Yeah, I didn't know if we wanted to rewind time and touch on that detail, but yes,
it's okay because it's kind of important.
We talked to Stedd, and there was this like hinting of via like detect thoughts, and like he spoke after his throat was cut out. Although Void didn't see that, Edie theoretically saw that. That like he is probably not just a human. He's something else. We tried telling that to Grim, but witnesses count for nothing in this place. That's going to be my new tagline for Saison. Saison, where witnesses count for nothing.
Edie's gonna get a body cam.
Right?
Void also had a vision.
Void did have a vision. Yes.
In Stedd's office right at the start.
Mm-hmm. Of
That's
something weird with the gun. The gun has some writing on it now. What's going on with that?
Now Janie's got it.
That was a good reference. That was good.
Thank you.
Golf ball.
And I reset my computer last week, so some of my notes are, missing. So things like NPCs, I may not have all of those names. Do you guys remember, speaking of NPCs that we don't have, the Discreet Flame is where you're headed.
Yes.
Was there a person that we've interacted with there? I want to...
There's not, to my knowledge, been like a permanent fixture person.
Perfect. Okay. I remember the bugbear one, but I didn't think that was for here.
No,
don't remember which one that
that's
was.
Mulan over at the
Sorry.
Blushing Donkey, where, just in case the audience forgot or thinks we forgot, Norf is theoretically over at the Blushing Donkey. Well, actually, no.
No,
we don't know
he's
that. He might still be with Miss Book Talk, so we don't actually know
Yes.
where Norf is. We just told him to meet
He's-
up with us at the Blushing Donkey.
No, he's at the Ye Old Bear. We left. Norf was at the
Well,
Ye
he
Old Bear
could-
with.
The Ye Old Bear
could
doesn't
be
have any
anywhere.
rooms,
He's
so
anywhere.
wherever Book Talk Lady has gone, Norf has theoretically followed and is plundering her treasures.
How easy is it to send a letter off? Like, is it something that you could ask at the front desk to send a letter to another hotel? Is that a thing? I don't know how it works, but
They would have some semblance of post
might have
here.
been explained.
There'd be a courier service of yeah.
Yeah, I figure someone said something like that. All right, cool, perfect. That's
Okay.
good to know.
So that's where we will pick up. You guys have I do believe that before you left the castle, you had a conversation with Grim.
Grim told at least Void to come back the next
Void
day
specifically.
about the king's poison. Okay, you said Void specifically. Did that am I to take it that he wanted just Void to show up about that and no one else?
He just told Void about it.
That's what I
You
yeah.
are welcome
He said
to.
well.
No, I wanted to make sure that I understood that correctly. He only told Void about that. I'm not Void. Am I? Self-insert. I don't know. He only told Void about that we should meet up and talk about the king's poison at some point tomorrow.
Correct. Okay.
And it is
didn't-
also... What'd you say?
I was gonna say he didn't say you had to come alone.
No, he did not. He was not. That's why I was making sure that he wasn't
Yeah.
trying to imply any... Just you. There wasn't that. And it is also... god awful early in the morning. We have been I was rereading the recap and I was like, holy shit, we literally haven't stopped since we got back to Cezanne. We got back to Cezanne, went to the Thieves Guild, got a map made, drank and ate soup, hooked Norf up with Book Talk Lady, went to the Blushing Donkey, had a really confusing interaction with Mulan, and now are immediately embroiled into a jailbreak.
Yeah.
Classic Heroes planning.
Yeah. We need a rest. What's the time?
God, it's like 7 in the morning now.
It's
at this
like
point.
dawn. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
we
Oh god, we're
did
gonna
not
sleep
sleep.
through the day.
Yeah.
You guys all
We need
had
to
you all had a point of exhaustion added,
Yeah.
which put Nemeia and Kori up to I think what
3.
4 or 5.
Four.
They were already at 3.
4, yes. Oh.
Yeah,
We need to get
we are not in good shape.
Because we were debating on going back the long way, right? And having like Void stay
Yeah.
behind and do a Stedd impersonation while y'all went the long way. And then
Right.
Nemeia was just like, no, I can't move. We need to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a room and go to bed.
Now we're gonna do a sleepover.
So the carriage pulls up. This one was specific from the castle, so it's not like a town square one. They gave you one that would take you directly to where you were wanting to go. To the Discreet Flame. You guys go in, and working behind the counter, you see a little goblin scrolling through like a book, just turning pages, completely ignoring everyone that's there. And it's pretty empty right now. There's some people there for breakfast. Some early risers from the inn itself, and maybe a few like townspeople that have come in. But he seems to be pretty wrapped up in what he's doing. He's wearing yellow robes that he's there with, shaved head, no hair at all, but he's just sitting there scrolling through, mumbling things. And you detect, for those of you that speak Elvish, occasional words that sound like they are Elvish, but it's kind of like Spanglish, where they're trying like, it's like, I'd like to order El Taco, please-o, kind of thing, where he's trying to get that translation. So but it's like Goblin to Elvish version of that. So if you understand any Goblin and Elvish, you would kind of get a hint of what he's trying to say. Does anybody speak both of those languages?
I'm only getting half of it.
Okay.
Friendly Elvish.
Okay. Does anybody speak any Goblin?
No.
Perfect. So yeah, you hear the like Magico and things like that is the equivalent of what you would hear. You make an insight check for those of you who speak the language.
Oh, hang on, I've got to roll 4 dice.
I got a natural 20.
With disadvantage, Haley?
Okay, hang on. You said insight.
Correct.
Well,
Yuri got a 16 on disadvantage with a natural 20. And then Kori, 17 and a 19, which takes him to a 17. So 16 and 17.
Kori, whoever rolled basically over you said you rolled a 12? Yeah, I mean, the words that he's saying definitely makes it seem like he's trying to read from some sort of magic book or studying some magic thing. You kind of get the idea that he's a mage of some sort? Question mark? Maybe? Or maybe he found a book and he's just getting into things that he shouldn't be, but you don't know. He's reading a book of some sort of magic. Does not pay any attention to you as you walk in. This is the goblin behind the counter.
Oh, okay, they all walk up. Yuri's gonna walk up to the counter and go, 2 adjoining rooms, please.
He just, finger goes up for a second as he continues, holds his place in the book and looks up. I'm sorry. You said you would like 2 adjoining rooms?
She's gonna switch to Elvish. Yes, 2 adjoining rooms, please.
I'm sorry. You said you would like 2 adjoining rooms, please? And he says that in
Yes.
common again.
In common, yes.
Oh, I can do that for you. He looks around and sees like a little smudge on the counter, and he like rubs his finger in it and like marks it in the book to keep his place, and then goes, see, here's the rooms. This is going to be 1 gold for the night.
1 gold.
Thank you.
There are bathrooms here, and meals are included.
There are places that you can wash up. This is not a proper... There are private bath services that can be used. Yes, they are extra. And we don't ask questions.
How much extra?
Well, it depends on what you need, but for the full bath services, it's another gold.
Look at us. What do you think we need?
We don't ask questions. We don't judge.
Hot water and basins for enough.
Well, there's...
Tubs.
Yes, exactly. There's the full bathing experience, which has the tubs and the rinsing and the soaking and the scraping, similar to what you might acquire at other places, just a little more personal. That would be a full gold for your own use of the rooms.
How
Fine.
about
Here.
That's per person.
That's blind robbery.
Edie plonks a handful of coins onto the table.
half price and no personal service? Just hot water and baths.
Well, that's what I said. You could, depending on your service that you required, we can do that, of course. And he looks over. Would you like those now or later?
Going further until they clink off the desk.
Would you like those now or later?
Now.
Then I will get somebody to bring up hot water to the room. Give me just a moment. Kronson! Kronson! And you see another little character walk out. This one looks like it's a gnome. What you want? Please get some hot water going for the baths. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 baths needed. Shop to it, please. All right. And he walks away. Will there be anything else you require? Yes, meal is included with your food, or your stay.
Void portions out the coins to make sure it's just 3.5 gold going over to him and sliding the rest back to Edie.
Okay.
Thank you.
So go ahead and 3 gold and 5 silver out of your inventory. If you,
Yuri's already paid 2 gold.
That's for the
that's
rooms.
for the rooms.
That's
yeah.
cool. I'm doing the gold.
All right.
What was it? 3 gold and how
3
many?
gold,
5
5
silver.
silver.
Alright, so I need to get rid of 4 gold.
Making change in D&D.
Yeah. I hate that it doesn't just...
It should auto do it.
I wish it
D&D
would.
Beyond,
That's
get on
very
that.
annoying. Yeah. Get on the auto math.
The ghost of Gygax would have something to say about this. It's important to measure out the weight.
Okay. I'm
Yep.
ready for a bath.
Yep, there was definitely a time that happened. He then says, Aylar! Aylar! Where is he? Aylar! Just a moment, please. I'll get somebody to help you with your things into the bath and show you the way to the baths. Aylar! And he runs off. And then a few moments later, this giant, hairy furbolg with this long, white beard comes out. You wanted something? Ayla, we have guests who would like a bath. Please escort them, see to their needs. Come with me. I'll show you the baths.
This place is so fancy. Have someone follow you around everywhere.
Oh, you want me to follow you? I was going to show you.
No, I wasn't talking to you. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, follow me. And then
I
I'll have
like-
somebody following me.
I just stop walking, so then I, like, you know, when you just stop so everyone keeps moving, and I get all the way to the back of the group until I start walking again. I don't want him to hear me. People keep thinking I'm talking to them, and I'm definitely not.
He leads you through the hall, grabs a stack of cloth towels for you all, like soft terry cloth kind of things, and shows you the room. It is a open room that has a bunch of tubs that have all been set up. There are separate facilities if you would like to have more privacy, or if you are all happy sharing a common area.
We're fine, I think.
Okay. You can leave your things in here. Here is the key. We have the only other one, so no one will come in while you are in here. We will knock before we enter, in case there's any emergency, like the building is burning down. We would want to let you know about that so you don't die. It's not good service to let your guests die.
It is highly appreciated.
I was told that once. I will not make that mistake again. And he just walks away and closes the door behind him.
Are
If
we
I-
sure it's a good idea to be here?
If I weren't so tired,
Yeah.
I would have
Can we
questions.
put something in front of the door?
How about
Like a chair, like just
Yes. Wedge it under the handle. I don't. He's got another key to here. That's. Grrr. Stick that under there.
Oh my god.
Nope.
How many tubs are there?
Should be
There's more than 7 tubs. This is a pretty good size, about 10 tubs. And there is, like, you see some of them are, again, set, so the Quoras and Void have been to the bathhouse.
Yeah.
So they have, like, a soaking tub to work off, like, loosen up the dirt and, like, kind of scrape. And then there's the actual, like, washing and tubs that have, like, the scented, soaps and stuff like that if you want, or there's standard soaps as well. This is not as fancy as the other place, but it has a pretty nice bath situation.
Honestly, well, just what?
No, go.
Alma's just gonna start like putting all of her stuff down, like on the side, and then she's just gonna start like removing all of her weapons and the shield and everything to just like get ready to just dive right on in to the initial one.
Yep, Yuri's not going to hesitate. She's going to strip off and just... Actually, she'll strip off first. Then she's going to go over to where all the soap, shampoos, and conditioners and scrubs are. Have a bit of a peruse of the options. Select her favorite, and then get into the bathtub. Nemeia's not going to care. She's going to just walk up and grab the closest soap and scrub and whatever, and then get into the nearest tub. Kori's going to hesitate and be like, I might go back downstairs and grab something to eat first.
Yes, I was thinking with talk of fire, I might stand guard outside just in case we needed a more trustworthy messenger. Does anyone want me to take stuff to our rooms ahead of time? If not, it's fine.
Oh, yes, please take my stuff. Just pop it beside the bed.
Void's just laughing and is gonna grab the Yuri stuff and head out.
Or you'll grab whoever's else's they want.
So is Nemeia just getting in one of the tubs? She's skipping the pre-soak tub to scrape off the majority of the filth?
No, she'll do that.
Oh,
She'll-
okay, I was just trying to...
She'll do the whole thing, but she's just
Gotcha.
grabbed whatever's closest and then just gone to the closest. Like she just
Gotcha.
wants to get clean.
Sure. Okay. All right. So as you guys get in the tub, Void, you were going... Where are you taking your stuff back to the rooms?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going with Kori, or is Kori going to get food separately, or are you guys going to travel together?
We can travel together.
Yeah.
Especially if the other dude has a key, like they can both be downstairs and be like, who's going up, who's taking that key?
Yeah.
Well, you can insight check him. You think if you're worried about him at all.
No, I just think he's lovable and just super innocent.
He's simple.
He's a doof, but
Yeah.
we're just... I think Kori and Void are riding the same paranoia high, and
Well,
Or just-
I did a dirty 20. I don't know if that indicates
Yeah.
anything.
He's simple. He something happened in his past he doesn't want to see happen again, he wants to make sure you guys are safe and enjoy your privacy. He has zero thoughts behind the immediate. Like he's able to focus on 1 or 2 tasks at a time, and that 1 or 2 tasks is don't let anybody in the bath when there's somebody there and get them towels.
Sounds like a plan.
As with everything else that they've been through, Kori wants someone watching just in case, and he'll have a bath later.
Sure.
What's Quoras doing?
Quoras is sort of locked in like PTSD limbo of looking at all of the soap options and remembering the spa. He's like half trying to recount what they told him at the spa of like, use this kind for your, combination skin or whatever. And he's just like, I don't remember any of this. And yeah, so he's just stuck for a minute. Like
Edie's gonna skip up behind him and be like, just go off of what smells the best. And she's unscrewing all of the tops and sniffing and closing it, putting it back on the shelf and grabbing the next one and smelling it. And she just finds the one that smells like candy the most.
I was gonna say there's some flower scented ones, there are some fruit scented ones, and then there's some that's kind of like a hybrid flower fruit mixture.
Probably fruit would be like the sweetest. So she finds like passion fruit, I think.
Yeah,
or
passion
something.
fruit, guava.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then
Edie,
yeah.
I'm not great at this. Which one do you
That
one you
one.
recommend?
That one
Have like
and
the
that one.
scrubby beads in it, so you wash it. It's
Yeah,
fully
I grabbed 3 off the shelf. This one here's for your hair, this one's for your face, and this one's for your body. Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
And I grabbed one of the, like a big brush off of the shelf, and I'm like, and use this.
Chorus has the brush like in between his teeth. He's carrying all 3 bottles, he's like sitting there, hair, body, face, hair, body, face, like trying to remember which one's which.
I'll take the tub next to you so I can point them out again.
Thank you. I'm a little out of my depth here. I don't normally use the fancy soaps.
It's alright, neither do I, it's just for fun. And it is just gonna like twirl out of her skirt. She can't take her top off because it's now embedded into her skin.
Oh yeah,
Because she's got an armor crop top now with like big shoulder roots coming off of it. So she just pulls her skirt off, and as she does, there's like a clink, 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 clink onto the ground of like glass, and she's like, that came out the pocket, and she picks it up and looks at it, and it's a message in a bottle. She's like, oh good. This has been in my pocket for so long. Since like episode 5 or 6 or something. Hey, Chorus, can you read it?
I can try.
And I pass the bottle with a message in it to Chorus.
Amazing.
Go back, read notes, guys.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This is an example of good metagaming.
Oh my god. Chorus, do you have access to that page of the... Okay.
Yeah. Chorus like skims it over before getting in the bath. As I skim it over real quick.
It's just...
So while Chorus is skimming over the letter, what is Void and Kori? You guys go to the room. Is there anything you guys would want to talk about at all?
Yeah, he'd go back downstairs after dropping off everyone's belongings, order a small meal, and then just find a secluded booth and just watch. And then, if Void so chooses to join them, just chat and get to know them. Sorry.
Void is going to drop off, like, also their stuff. We'll just kind of like unsaddle their shoulders with the bag of holding isn't that heavy, but there's plenty of stuff that they're carrying, and just kind of unload some of that in the room. Also gonna take some of Nemeia's stuff that they like specifically remember out of the bag of holding and just like set up a little pile in that room to kind of make that obvious that like, hey, whenever you want to get to this, and is then gonna go down and probably follow suit with getting something to eat, or maybe drink.
Okay. Once again, you see the goblin behind the counter kind of distracted. So when you guys come up, they're fully in their book. They'll go ahead and get you your drink and food, though. What would you, just like basically like an ale kind of thing, or do you want something a little more?
Just water's fine. Just, yeah, thank you.
So they get you your water, and then it's like a roast chicken with some roasted vegetables.
For breakfast.
You have a problem with that? They're
That was
discreet.
Taylor, not Kori.
Chicken is anytime food.
True.
Fine.
Yeah,
They give you
Kori will
eggs
accept
and
it.
sausage and
No!
bacon.
Give it
Oh.
That sounds
And
better.
pancakes.
Edie wants to come down to that breakfast. So yes, let's do that.
Okay. Whatever is served, Kori's not even going to question it. He'll just take it, find the booth, sit down.
Okay. If there's nothing else you guys want to cover, then right now we will go back to Quoras and a bath.
Yeah, Chorus reads the note, and well, that seems like it might have been useful a while ago. Might be some stuff to follow up on, and puts it back in the bottle, and just puts the bottle with his stuff.
Do you want to keep it?
It doesn't matter at this point. I mean,
What did it say?
well, it's kind of like a last note from someone who's probably dead.
Oh.
I think it had to do with that portal room that we found, where we had the tree that grew up and down, and like we had to like there was a whole puzzle kind of thing there, and then
Was there someone in there?
someone in the portal room.
Yeah, is he dead now?
Well, no, there
Or
was
the dead ones that we split.
there were some of the ones that were dead. Someone else got away from that, wrote the letter, was attacked by ghouls, and then swam to a beach, and then was attacked by some other things, and ended up on an island. I don't really know. It's a message in a bottle. It's got a lot of context.
Out of character reminder, we did see those ghoul bodies at the entrance to that temple thingy.
They just say to find their wife and children, let them know that there's something has, happened. They live not too far from here. We could probably make a little detour there. We also, I guess, try to find them. They're probably potentially still out there. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they got home. We could go visit.
Let's go. Yeah, we should go visit
And-
and find out, right?
Chorus, do a like an intelligence check or a history check for me.
Those are the same thing for Chorus. That's a 4.
Yeah, you don't remember.
Cool.
Nope.
Edie continues to enjoy her bath. She's
Nope,
put as
Dustin's
much
frozen.
soap into the tub as possible to make it bubbly. So it's a bubble bath, pretty much.
Is this the communal one everyone's sharing, like that initial one, or is it the individual ones?
It's a
Both.
communal bathroom, but there are
Communal room.
individual baths.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah, Chorus does the whole like pre-soaked tub. He's still just sort of like juggling all the soaps and trying to remember. It's like reading the labels, like soak here first. Please take a shower before getting in the pool. Like, I'm not gonna mess
Skincare's
this up
hard.
again. The last time what you don't know is that the last time I tried to use a bathhouse by myself, I caused a lot of problems for the janitorial crew. It was not great.
Bye.
That's what you got
Here
us
is-
for.
He was like,
You were.
"Oh, how were you doing?"
He was just so dirty.
I had a lot of zombie guts on me.
Thank the gods you specified.
It was very gross.
I can imagine. At that point, Alma's actually going to take the pin that's been holding her hair, and her white hair is actually going to drape all the way down her back, like towards her butt, and it just looks like she has not taken a shower for like several, I'd say at least a couple weeks. When she jumps into her own little bubble bath.
Nemeia hasn't said a word. She's scrubbed as much as she can, then she's moved to the next bath with different soaps. She's listening, but not really paying direct attention to anyone, sort of just in her own world. And then she's going to sink below the surface and just completely submerge herself. She's done this before. You know, she can breathe underwater, apparently, which is really cool. But then after a minute or so, she like breaches the surface, gasping for breath, as though she can't do that anymore.
Who?
Nemeia.
Nemeia.
Nemeia?
Yeah.
What was that?
What was what?
I didn't even get to 10. Whatever you do that, I start counting.
Oh, I didn't know. Why?
Because you can do it for so long.
Not right
What
now,
happened?
I can't. I don't know.
Maybe just tired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be it. Did you need me to brush your hair?
That's okay, I got it. You just rest.
Okay.
Yeah. Lady's gonna
Yep,
finish
she'll
her
just-
bath.
She'll stay in soak, but she'll like submerge herself again, but it's like just her nose sticking out. So like pretty much all you can see are like her horns over the edge of the bathtub and like the apex of her wings.
How long do you guys stay in the bathhouse portion?
Yuri could probably stay until the water's cold.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, Nemeia wouldn't move until anyone else does, but Yuri will stay for the full duration.
After probably about an hour, you guys exit the bathing room, and you see Alar over by the counter. He's just sitting on a stool, holding the key and kind of looking at it and just waiting. And then when he sees you, he runs to attend to cleaning the room. You see him grab like the cleaning supplies and head back into the bathroom.
Who's the first out of the bath?
Edie.
Edie, you'd see Void kind of like half sauntering away from a table with Kori and then heading upstairs towards the bathroom.
I'm going downstairs for food? Or, yeah, I think so.
And Void just,
So do we pass
just-
each other?
yeah, we just pass each other. Yeah.
Do you say anything or look at me or anything?
Mm-hmm. Void says,
Oh,
was the bath good?
yeah, it was lovely.
Good.
Water's warm.
That's good. I will hurry up there before it gets cold.
Yeah. Is breakfast good?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I wasn't very hungry.
I'll eat the rest of yours. And I run over to the table that Kori's sitting at. Hopefully they haven't cleared the plates yet.
Well, you can get your own too.
Yeah, she's going to.
Yeah. So the food's still there. So you can have your own plate of pancakes, sausage, bacon, eggs,
Perfect. And while she's waiting for her food, she finishes Void's.
his chicken, and yeah.
I think Alma would actually be not too far behind Edie, and you'll actually notice that with the bath, all of her makeup's gone. So her face is, pristine and clean. There's no like eyeliner or anything on there. It's the first time any of you would have seen her face without the getup. Well, she ran off in a hurry, didn't she?
She tends to do that when she's excited.
Well, it smells really good either way. Are you alright, Void?
Yeah, just I really need a good soak. Long day.
I think we all could use a couple days worth of rest.
Let's pray to all the gods that we get some. Council already wants to see some of us tomorrow at least, so who knows?
Then at least we have today. Nothing to worry about too much yet. And Void, I understand why.
Why what?
I understand why you were adamant about not including myself too much, or Yuri, in all of this.
Yes, hopefully, seeing our friends. The stakes were really high, and it's just... I don't know. I don't know what the right answers are anymore.
I also understand why you did not tell me about the king. And I whispered that last part.
Void looks for shocked into incredible frustration, and then mellows out to salvage potentially some hope in my heart. Who said?
Grim did.
What a ramshackle operation these fools are running.
Don't wanna be a Vengalian idiot.
He's an old man.
An old man who should be wiser than that. No offense, I'm glad you're looped in. But does Yuri know? No, she was with us. Okay.
The only people who know that I know are you and Quoras. I have no intention
And
of...
Edie.
Well, and
Edie.
And Edie.
She doesn't understand though.
I have no intention of saying anything to anyone else. It is not my business to share.
After that encounter with Grim, I'm inclined to just loop Yuri in as well. This is insane.
Does it really matter? As far as at least I'm aware, she has what she needs.
Yeah, I guess it does depend on what her next steps are. I can ask her. We'll figure this out. It's not a big deal. I'm making it a big deal. I shouldn't make it a big deal. Thank you for saying so. Thank you for,
I want to put my hand out and just pat Void's shoulder, and then with Mind Blink, I'll just simply smile and psychically say, "You worry too much."
You've seen what I have to worry about in the Mind Link.
I suppose so.
If you'd like to... Not that you have any reason to trust us with honesty, given our track record, but if there's anything you'd like to share, I'm always all ears.
Well, everyone has secrets, Void.
That's what I like to think.
what I have to share is not really for anyone else to hear. There's not really anything anyone else can do. And to be honest, it's something I have to take care of myself. And this is all still telepathically with Void, so.
Void's telepathically answering. Would Alma care if Void like continued up towards the bath while continuing the convo?
No.
So Void keeps walking. Is walking slow, and says, "You know, if there's something I've learned from keeping all these secrets recently, sometimes it's nice to just loop people in so they can care about the secret too, even if they can't do anything about it."
And if I told you not saying the secret is to keep all of you out of harm's way?
That's your choice to make, just like it was our choice to make.
How much do you know about botany, Void?
Not much. You should talk to Nemeia, though. She's got a very good green thumb.
Well, just out of sheer curiosity, what do you think the most dangerous plant is?
The one you choke on.
I can't really argue with that sentiment, but anyone specific? That
I
you can
wouldn't.
think of?
I wouldn't know anything else. I have a habit of grabbing roses and thorns.
It's ivy.
Hmm.
A lot of people might say it's carnivorous plants or ones that contain poison. But I don't believe that. Ivy winds its way amongst the roots of all of the other plants in a forest, hijacking a ride all the way up the trunks of trees, only to smother out all of the light of everything that's underneath. Beware of the ivy that grows here, says on, because there's a lot here.
That's a lovely warning. I'm a bit mystified by it, which is fine. Your secrets are yours. I noticed a little bit of apprehension before. But far be it from me to pry, as much as I like to.
Maybe a good night's rest.
Absolutely, yes.
Maybe I might let you in.
Have a nice breakfast, Alma.
And have a nice soak. And I'll turn on my heel and I'll walk off. Separate. Breakfast time!
Did Edie get to the table with Kori for a moment?
Yes.
She kind of like sits down on the elbows on the table and her hands in her fist, and she just looks at Kori and says, "What's your plan now?"
Don't really have one as of yet. Sticking around and helping you guys, if you'd like us.
That wasn't the answer that I was expecting, but I'm very happy to hear it.
What were you expecting to hear?
That you were leaving. Taking Yuri with you, maybe even Nemeia.
No. Not Nemeia.
I wasn't sure. You guys have spent a lot of time together and I didn't know what had happened.
A lot has happened, but her place is not with Yuri and I.
But Yuri and you will leave.
Eventually.
Okay.
We have a dynasty to change. Although we should probably change this one first. From what I can tell.
I don't know what that means, so I'm just gonna say that sounds exciting, and I hope that we can help you.
We're going to overthrow the government.
We don't like the government. Authority sucks.
Yes.
Does that mean that you will be the new government?
No. No, that's not my place. But it would be nice to be able to choose what to do with my life instead of having someone go, these are your skills, this is your position.
Who's done that to you now?
The matrons of House Bainry.
I don't know what that is either, but I don't like them.
Basically the queen of Yuri's family.
Oh. Okay. Well, I don't know much about Yuri's family, but... Wait. Okay. Is Yuri royalty?
Yes.
What?
Yes, she is.
Interesting.
Why do you think she's so proud and has an air of authority?
I don't know, I thought she just seemed a bit stuck up, really.
She can be. She definitely can be.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, she's been good to us.
You guys have been good to her. She wouldn't have stuck around otherwise.
Yeah.
So thanks for that.
It's all good. We were, prepared for her to turn on us. But it seems like everything's been good. Oh, wait, was that one of their secrets? I'm sorry.
Secrets? You know what? I'm too tired. It doesn't matter. It's not my business. I don't care.
Cool. And Edie's just shoving food into her mouth now. She's just like, shit.
I'd imagine I'd come over at that point and it's like, what you two talking about?
Nothing.
Were you aware that Yuri's royalty?
Royalty?
Yes.
No, that's... Well, I knew there was some mention of the House Bainry and such, but I guess 2 and 2 didn't add up.
Lady Yuri, first daughter of House Bainry.
I figured there
I
was
suppose
herself like that.
I legitimately didn't hear, sorry.
Edie, that's for you.
That's your was it to me? Sorry.
Yeah. I legitimately didn't hear what you said, sorry.
I don't think she's ever introduced herself like that to us. Has she?
It happened around us because I think she introduced herself that way to Grim. Or no, it was to the council maybe before we went into the prison.
To the council and
yeah.
to Casa. She's definitely.
Yeah. She has name dropped that.
Yeah.
Lady Yuri, first daughter of House Bainry, the Living Ghost, is her title.
I've heard the whole
Nope,
title.
never heard of it.
Well, I heard the whole title, but I guess my lack of knowledge of the Underdog is a bit sparse.
The terminology is probably lost in translation as well.
Kori, I'd imagine you would want a bath as well, don't you?
I do, yes.
Well,
And a haircut.
Well, there's a couple of empty places now. We can stand watch.
I would greatly appreciate that. If you'll excuse me, ladies.
Have fun.
Ever the gentleman, he will give both of you like a polite nod, and it's sort of not actually. It would almost be borderline submissive, as though he's used to addressing women who are of a higher status than he is.
You know you're not amongst royalty here, right?
Old habits die hard.
Don't speak.
I
Go on.
still didn't hear. I'm gonna have to turn you up. Sorry.
She said, "Speak for yourself" towards Alma.
Oh, yeah. Love it. Yeah.
Still,
Noted.
a warrior deserves a good bath. Yes.
Kori's already gone. He was like
Oh,
politely excused himself and he went. Sorry, I assume that's where that was going.
Hey.
How are you doing, Edie? And I'll sit down at the table next to where Edie is.
Breakfast is good.
That's not answering my question, Edie.
You've got to be more specific.
I imagine that you probably heard or saw or whatever the effect was to Stedd being
Yeah, and it wasn't good enough. Nemeia did that out of mercy for him, you know that?
mercy.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know why.
How do you mean, Edie?
He didn't get what he deserved. He had a lot more coming to him and she took it away. It was her choice. But he's
So-
dead and now he's free? I don't know. Void said that that when he died he wasn't going to die. And Nemeia said that when he died he wasn't going to die. So she just let him go.
I would imagine Nemeia has her reasons for it.
Yeah, I know. And she got to decide what happened, but it wasn't enough. And that's how I feel about that.
Edie, can I give you a bit of advice about anger?
Yeah.
It's like a poison. It festers and sits and spreads. It corrupts you after a while. And the last thing I want to see is that happen to you.
I'm fine.
Are you?
Yes?
Well, I am the newest member of this group, but you can talk to me if you need to. You know that, right?
I know. That's why, I just shared what I shared. I'm fine.
Alright. Are you still hungry?
Has my breakfast come yet?
It's coming. Yeah, you're coming on.
Yeah. Edie's eaten all of her food. A little bit, but not too bad. Probably need a nap now, I think. Longer than a nap. A 24-hour sleep. Not that Edie would know what 24 hours is. A very long sleep.
Well, I know you were mentioning how we can't really separate yet. Why don't you just sleep here at the table? I'll stand guard.
That's okay, I can wait. Maybe I'll get a coffee. And then once we're all done in the bath, then there's no more danger of fire. Don't understand.
I don't think we should try to uncover any more of them.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
All right.
Are we gonna wait for everyone down here before going back up?
I think it might be a welcome sight.
Unless there's any other conversations that want to happen, we can say that everybody eats, showers, or bathes, and you guys make your way to your rooms. How are you dividing the rooms?
Yuri had volunteered to split the two rooms, so that she and Kori would share one room, and then everyone else could be in the other. But the door between them is for privacy, extra space, and she promises Edie that it will remain unlocked.
Okay.
When Void entered the bath area, assuming Nemeia's still in there, Void just wanted to say, by the way, I left some of your stuff out. There's still a bunch in the bag of holding, but whenever you want to get to it, it's there waiting for you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
She was actually on her way out as...
Thanks again for the journal. I left some notes in there for you when you get... Not tonight. Have a good sleep. And Void just moves into the bath.
The journal? Oh. It's yours.
I think there were some notes in the back that I think you might want.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Was I not supposed to see those? I thought...
No, it's fine. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. That was just me jotting down thoughts. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, I also jotted down some thoughts for if you want them. I'll see you
I'll
later.
have a look at it later.
Yeah.
She goes into the bedroom. And eventually, shortly after Void entered the bathroom, Kori does too.
Chorus, are you still in the bath?
Yeah, I think Chorus. So Edie left first after telling Chorus that she would help him with the soaps, and so Chorus, he got through the shampoo, and is now just I don't know what to do. And he's like, you see, he's got this little tiny thing of face wash that he has tried to apply to his entire body.
Void walks up and leans against the nearby tub next to Chorus. We find ourselves in a bath yet again, dear sir.
And I am just as terrified as I was last time.
Would you like some help? Just...
at this point, I know I've done this wrong. I'm just gonna go ahead and
You could just
clean
commit to
up
it.
and-
It's
yeah.
Everyone makes too big of a deal out of it. It's all soap. It just cleans.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. I was really concerned that I'd
Sadly, he used the
damaged
conditioner. And
No, you're not going to melt or anything.
Okay.
That's
Whew. Great. I think from here on out, I'm just going to stick to washing and one kind of soap. We'll do one soap for everything.
it's easier. Yeah.
6 in 1.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Oh, sure. Just as long as it's not about the soaps.
Oh, darn it. Okay, can I ask you a different question?
Sure.
Do you think we're monsters for what we did to Stedd?
No. I think we probably use the word monster too often to describe people just doing their best. The way I see it, Stedd had his chance. He had his second chance. We prevented him from doing anything worse.
Void just stares. They were picking out soaps, and they've already like taken the mimic cloak off and kind of put it on a hanger, and they're just sitting there in their vest. Scarf around their waist is already off to the side, just vest and pant, and they're just looking at a soap, not looking at it. I think I agree.
Do you need me to go get Edie to tell you what that soap is?
No, I know.
Okay.
In case things go wrong, Void turns to look at Chorus. His amulet allows that small teleportation spell that I think both you and Edie can do. I'm going to attune to it. I don't trust the council.
Me either.
If things go wrong, we don't need Cezanne.
I agree.
I don't know what to do about Alma, but I wanted you to know that I'm not content to stay here and have Nemeia subjected to anything else. The city can burn for all I care.
I'm right there with you.
All right, that felt like exfoliating the soul. Time to exfoliate the arms. And speaking of Nemeia, it like does like a quick look around the room just to double check. Is there something off between you two?
What do you mean?
I feel terrible for not noticing. I'm usually better about that. I was talking with Kori, and he said that you are kind of standoffish towards her. You're ready to help when she needs something, but you don't really look at her, you don't get near her.
Shit.
Did you know that you were doing this?
No, but I'm realizing it now.
Well, I mean, given your track record with tieflings, and she's already bitten me, so, I mean, you've got to be top on the list next, so...
Honestly, I think Nemeia reminds me a little too much of my past, and a little too much of myself. I don't mean to be standoffish, to use your words. I think just sometimes difficult to have those reminders.
Void undresses and slides into the bath and
The
relaxes
same one
into the
that
heat.
Chorus is in? Or
No,
you're
not
wrong?
no. This is not no. Hold on, I have a play. No, we're not.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, Step Ranger?
What are you doing, Step Void?
Is that eulogy, or are you just?
He just pulls out eulogy. I don't put it down.
Palimpsest just went off. Palimpsest just went off. Accidental discharge of
Shots
palimpsest.
fired.
Well,
It's a mind of its own sometimes.
This really does.
I think I'm pretty much done here. I've gotten all the whatever kind of soap that was off, but I mean, I can stay if you want to talk more.
No, that was. I mean, I'm always happy to talk. You make baths oddly far more comfortable. Feels like it normalizes it a little bit from being a hoity-toity thing.
You know, I get that a lot about a lot of things. I think I don't know a lot of stuff, so I'll make it kind of easy for other people to ask questions or be wrong.
I don't know, you struck me as fairly capable, but good to know.
With some things, for sure. Not super used to the whole society thing. But
Robert Table's on that clip game. Unstoppable.
Nothing but respect.
Respect the game. If you want any help with, I really don't know how much help I could be with the whole X thing, previous. Any help, I'm always open.
actually, that sort of reminds me. What are your thoughts on burning down an orphanage?
Are the kids inside it?
Hopefully not.
Okay.
What if, hold on. Would it make a difference if the kids were converts to a god that pretends to be good, but is actually just, like, torturing people, and they're using the orphanage to torture people into serving that god?
Oh, you're talking my language.
See, I thought that this might be...
Void, like, kicks their legs up in, like, a little, like, flirty...
It's the shipping of Void and Chorus, but
Yep.
just a burning orphanage in the background.
Yeah. It's like a rom-com meets action movie. The weirdest buddy cop gay vibes in the universe.
Walking away from the explosion, but like hand in hand, skipping.
Imagine you and me and me.
You.
Palimpsest just rises up out of the water. All of a sudden, Void has to bring it back down.
We're adding so much more to this fucking love rhombus pentagon triangle.
This
bullshit.
love rhombus is quickly becoming
It's
a
an
love
octagon
pentagram.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
I'm gonna need-
octagon.
I like pentagram.
With the corners and everything, it's just stars.
I mean, let's just point to the past. Gods know how many hours. Prisons could theoretically be a good thing. Look what we just did. So I think that's kind of my answer, is that if you think they're bad, they're probably bad. Hey, I sure would like to give the kids a chance at redemption, but if someone's trying to stab me or one of us, I'm going to just shoot them first and ask questions to their dead body.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yes. Ideally, I think anyone we could rescue would be a net win for us. But all right, cool. Yeah, thank you. Hopefully we don't have to burn down an orphanage with children inside.
That would ideal, yes. But you know what? The way we plan, let's not take it off the table entirely.
I mean, the prison thing went fairly well. All things considered, we lost Edie there for a minute. She killed a couple people. We had a talk. Oh, were you not there for that?
I wasn't there for that.
Take the L.
Yeah. I think we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. But we did set a dragon free, and we killed a bunch of prison guards, which, you know, that's always fun.
No, I mean, overall, this is why I was talking to you about the council. Overall, I feel like that was a win. Absolute win. If anyone says otherwise, or says the word evidence to me, I'm going to shoot them.
Fair. You know, the whole evidence judicial system in this area seems a little backwards.
Law and order.
Chorus, could you give me a perception check or an insight check, whichever one's better for you?
Order and law.
That one's better for me.
Doop doop.
Special bath times unit.
Law and Order SOV. Sunset over Vengalia.
Yep.
Oh my god.
In the adventuring justice system, there are the people who post the quests and the people who burn everything down in order to complete the quests. These are their stories. Boom, boom.
Bam, bam.
These are their war crimes.
Dick Wolf is in everything.
God, we need a break.
I got a 10.
Okay. Chorus noticed Void's hair start to grow longer and silver, and their eyes start to bleach out. But they like quickly like put a bunch of water over their face and just splash it away, and it stopped.
Have I seen that person before?
You have not.
No, okay.
Edie has.
Well, I'm gonna go maybe prepare the rooms a little bit. Don't be too long. I think the more we stay together, the better.
No, I'll hurry. Oh. How together is that statement?
Well, I mean, how together do you want it to be?
I
mean, you know how easy it is.
Depends on who you ask.
We've got Nemeia back. The Cuddle Puddle seems like it's probably moved on from, just the few of us to now everyone.
Yes. I'll figure something out. I need to clear my head.
That's fine. I mean, I know we have 2 rooms. If you need to take your time, I think that's fine. I think I can protect the rooms too, so we can all get a full rest without keeping guard.
That would be wonderful. Just let folks know I'll be. There's a vanity in all the rooms. I need some time tonight before I actually go to sleep. But
great.
We'll see.
Will do.
Thanks for answering my questions.
Anytime. No more secrets for me.
You really didn't like that, did you?
I'm not very good at secrets.
Can I still keep them?
Sure. I just makes me really uncomfortable. I'm really bad at lying in general. And of course, I mean, I'm gonna try the whole omission of truth thing at times
It's
when it
really
makes sense.
handy.
But I'm probably just going to have to tell people, like, I can't tell you this thing because Void told me so.
See, what I don't understand, people who aren't good at keeping secrets, I don't understand why that thought doesn't occur to them. Don't blat it out. Just say, "Oh, I shouldn't say. It's not my place to say." That's all you got to do there. Swerve the carriage. Don't run over the child.
I think sometimes it depends on the secret and how it weighs on people.
True. And I'm probably a little bit too used to keeping secrets.
They can eat you away. Just remember that.
I find them tasty.
That makes sense.
She is my patron, after all.
Sure
Go,
is.
go, clear the room. I'll clear my head, and Void like dunks under the water, and you just see like bubbles coming up.
From both ends.
No, Dustin, come on.
Chorus stays for just a second longer and then walks out. I'm gonna head back up to the rooms. I'll tell everybody about the giving Void some space. And then I'm gonna start casting Alarm because I just picked up Alarm the last time we leveled up. So now we don't have to do the Who's Keeping Watch thing.
What
Love
level are we supposed to be?
7.
Level 7.
7. We're still at 7.
I mean, keeping watch still isn't a terrible idea, but you're in an inn, you're probably safe.
Probably. Jesus.
It doesn't alert us on fires is the problem.
I'll be fine.
I mean, that guy seemed pretty attentive, so hopefully he's on the ball.
Edie and Alma still downstairs eating breakfast.
No, I reckon we would have come up by now, right?
Yeah.
Because no one came down, so I figure we would have gone up to the rooms to figure out where everyone is, and everyone's getting into bed, so we would have been like, let's go to bed too. I think that's.
That was my
Alma will-
takeaway.
Alma will be like kind of awkwardly like looking in between both rooms, like says this is the first initiation of a cuddle pile that she's a part of, so she's kind of like, I'm not sure what to do. And she's taking
Come
Edie's
here.
lead, so.
And I grab onto Alma's arm and I wrap my arm around her and pull her onto the bed so she's like all snuggled up with me.
Edie does still have on the pokey armor, yes?
Yes, yes,
Cool.
she does. She cannot take that off.
It's like acupuncture. It's like, cozy.
I feel like it's a part of me. It like goes back, so it like her chest is like free and her arms are free, and it kind of just like looks like one of those like collar. You know
like
what I mean?
the fancy bougie collars.
Yes,
It's like
that's
the
what
Iron
it is.
Man armor that just like
Yeah.
sucks into the little thing. It's just a leaf.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so no pokey acupuncture. Got it.
No.
I mean, it depends on how close you want to get.
Yeah,
It's kind of, it's all just bark across the top, like a crop top sort of look.
So, this is what you do every time you all sleep together?
Just wait until the best part. Nemeia?
Oh,
It's your turn.
yeah, I was just gonna go through my stuff first. Don't worry, I'll be there in a second.
Do you want to show Alma quickly?
I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. My head's like poking up
Yeah.
like this over the bed because I'm just like afraid to move at this point.
Stiff as a board, just
Yeah.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
If you want to take time, that's fine, but I just want you to come and scoop the group with your wings so then
Okay.
everyone can...
Okay, just scoot over a sec.
Yeah.
And then Nemeia's gonna very gently lay on the bed, and then one wing will flop up against her side so she can like lay down, and the other wing that's on top is actually going to curl over the two of you like a massive leather blanket. And it's incredibly warm. Like it traps the air underneath. It's cozy, you feel safe. Sort of like this air of I'm gonna get a good night's sleep under this. Like this is safe. I'm comfortable and warm.
Welcome to the fort.
I imagine that Nemeia's wing like covers over her mouth and she's like, oh no, I get it. This is why I call you. Okay. Just adjusting her head a little bit.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, Nemeia, thank you. You can go do what you need to do now. And Edie just snuggles up to Alma.
So Alma's arms will actually like pull Edie close and like will give her a big squeeze before all of her muscles relax just to prepare for the night.
It's
Like a
the day.
I'm not
Shush.
no one needs your facts.
Sleep.
So
So
yeah.
spot behind me. Chorus.
Oh, let me just finish.
He like puts the final touches on the spell.
All right.
Actually, never mind.
What's up, Nemeia? What's wrong?
It's. I feel awkward.
You feel awkward with this group at this point. I think. I don't know how.
No, yeah, you're right. Okay. You saw that my wings were bound, right?
Yep.
I couldn't stretch them at all, or my back. Would you mind giving me a massage? Just help work out some of the stiffness, please. I really don't want to be in a cuddle pile and then cramp up and have to leave later.
Sure, I can't, promise that I'm gonna be good at it, but I'll do my best.
That's fine. Thank you.
I don't have healing hands left. I was gonna say, can I like sleight of hand check healing hands, mix that in there to like.
Haley's Edie is showing, and I'm loving it.
Needs it. It's fine. It's medical.
You're not asleep yet, are you?
No,
Uh-huh.
I need my chorus big spoon.
Oh my god, the way you said that. Oh, Edie.
So you give the massage.
So yeah, Nemeia will pull out like the chair from the vanity and like turn it around so she's like got her arms on top of it and rest her head, and then her wings are just gonna like drape to the ground and.
Quoras, are you limiting the massage to the neck, shoulders area? Or are you kind of doing like the entire back?
Mostly focused on the wings.
Okay.
And I think Chorus is probably pretty good at this, having had wings before. So I mean, he knows what would be good with wings.
Celery and
Barbecue
blue
sauce.
cheese.
Damn it.
What?
Hey,
Amazing.
Buffalo Wild Wings, if you want to sponsor us, this is like a great opportunity
I would
for
lose
us
my
to-
mind and my waistline.
Need.
So yeah, the second Chorus touches her, she can't help but tense. Just at the physical touch, she's not like, even though she asked for it, she's still hesitant. But slowly, as he starts to work out the knots, and there are a lot of knots, like extremely tense. Even as she relaxes under your hands, she figures out, oh, okay, you actually like know what you're doing, and that's part of the reason why she asked you. Yeah.
Chorus like pulls out eulogy and flips it over to use the pommel and like really digs in with the pommel.
Make a perception check for me while you're doing this.
10.
Okay.
think-
What I'm gonna roll today.
I think Void comes in partway through and is just like,
She's dressed, by the way.
yeah, no, I know. Yeah.
He wasn't in the
Actually,
bathroom.
Everyone is still
buckles.
completely naked from the bath.
Void, by the way, is like carrying most of their clothes. The only thing they're wearing is a like reasonably fuzzy, like what looks like a bathrobe, and they have just used the Mima cloak to turn into like a nice afterbath garment. Edie and Alma would maybe see something.
Does this mean a perception?
If you want to
check?
roll perception, or if you just want to use your passive, that's fine either.
Probably. Let's see.
While that's happening, Nemeia is dressed, but she's left the buckles and the straps that secure her top around the wing open for the massage.
That's a 15 for perception.
What'd Edie get? Or is Edie even looking anywhere near the door at this moment?
Yeah, no, I think as soon as there was a noise coming through the door, she was like, I need to look elsewhere, otherwise
Okay.
I'm gonna say something. No. Yeah, so I'm looking 14.
14. You both see Void's eyes in a blink turn golden, and they kind of like suck their tooth for a second and then like blinks away, and they move over to the vanity.
I'm
It has no
gonna,
chair.
I'm gonna whisper to Edie. I'm not the only one who saw that, right?
No, but sometimes they like to change up their look, maybe? I don't know.
And Alma would actually
That one was a lot nicer than the last one I saw.
Alma would actually remember maybe that those golden eyes belonged to the way that Void looked when they first met Void. When Void looked like a porcelain-skinned, feminine, slightly tattooed and like heavy braided hair individual.
Well, I think we can ask questions later.
In the morning. I'm ready for bed. I mean, in the night? This is confusing.
Our whole day's thrown off.
Let's just sleep until tomorrow morning.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay.
So, how does this work? And I'm gonna like prop my head up again and kind of like.
Oh, you've got it. I mean, there's not really
You're
like
nailing
a
it. Just
skill
relax.
to it.
You're the littlest spoon.
Aw, not
We're
any
just packed
bigger?
in like sardines.
Yes, that's exactly what it's gonna look like.
Just
Okay.
not off to sleep.
Void is gonna stare into the mirror and then send a message to Edie. Would you be mad if you woke up and I wasn't there?
Not if you tell me first.
I might be there.
But you know, might not be.
I might not be. And if I am there, would it be weird if I was the long-haired version from the Blushing Donkey?
You can be whoever you want to be.
I just wanted to make sure. I know it can be confusing.
It's all you. Just different versions. And I love you no matter what form.
Thank you, Edie. I hope you're feeling okay.
Everyone keeps asking me that. Am I gay?
You were tired before we even went into the prison. I can't imagine how you're feeling now.
I feel very, very drained. I'm out of all my magic and most of all my points. My health, my blood. What
My
would I
blood
even
points.
call it?
She's
My
just been
blood.
sitting here
Vitae.
bleeding. She's just been bleeding this whole time.
Can we take a nap, please?
We'll get some rest. I'd like to ask a bit further, but not now. Get some rest.
If you ever need space, you can take it. Just let me know.
Thank you.
And I'll always welcome you back no matter what.
I really appreciate that. Thanks for protecting us, Edie.
Edie doesn't reply. Gonna kind of like roll over, pretend that she's asleep now until she does fall asleep.
And with
Void.
that,
Oh, sorry.
we're gonna take a break.
Nah!
Now!
We've almost gone 2 hours. It's time for a break.
You
Damn it!
denied us RP for so long. We need RP.
You're RP edging. You'll come back to it. It'll be even better when I let you
Oh
finish.
my
Incredible.
God.
It's on brand for this episode, everyone. Just deal with it.
All right. So we are going to do our dice
Right.
giveaway. So it's time for that.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got a dice giveaway. The summer solstice.
Mm-hmm.
The solstice
Just that word.
Solstice of summer.
of summer. The solstice kitty.
The longest.
No.
Stop it!
The longest, hardest solstice
no.
there
Nope,
is.
nope. No,
What is the code word?
Today's magic words to be entered for the drawing is, I'm going to put it in chat right now.
Oh, no.
Oh,
It's
So it can't be misconstrued.
This is.
No, you can absolutely misconstrue it. It's Bath Buddies. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew how to spell it. So Bath Buddies is your not yet. Don't put it in yet because it won't count. But when we go to break, put in Bath Buddies only once. You'll be entered once. Guys, we don't get to play. I'm sorry, just for our viewers. So enter in the word Bath Buddies. Once we go to break, you'll be entered in for a chance to win the beautiful set of handmade Fernway dice. So make sure you have your messages on so that we can DM you if you do win, so we can get your address and stuff. So that way, we can do that. Because if you win and we can't contact you, it's very sad.
We gotta slide in your DMs, give you some spicy solstice dice.
We got to give you the hard edges.
Stop it.
Stop it.
You're banned.
I'm talking about
Enter the giveaway.
the D8s and the D4s. They're very crisp and sharp edges. You have to
Sure.
And if you ever step on a D4, it is
Going to
literally the
break.
wood.
We're going
It's a couch. Look, it's,
Enter the giveaway. Woo!
And we're back. I don't know why I'm sitting like this. Did you know that like how you hold your thumb like over a finger is a regressive or dominant trait? Just it's something I learned. Like if you have left over right, that's the dominant trait, but doing right over left is a regressive trait.
Well, fuck.
Dominance! But I'm also
So-
left-handed, so...
So it's the ability to like roll your tongue and stuff like that. Like it's just interesting.
I do left over right, and I'm
Yeah.
left-handed.
Widow's Peak is also apparently dominant. Who knew? Anyway, we're back. In case you are just joining us, welcome. Why weren't you here at 2 when we started, or 5? Where were you at? Or your time zone 10, depending if you're in England, or time is it in Australia when we start? 7 in the morning, something like
7
that.
a.m.
Yeah, where the frick were you? Anyway, we did a dice giveaway, so if you took part in it, we're about to announce the winner. So who's our winner of the Fernway dice?
Rolling it. 1 sec.
Oh, okay. Using our D3.
Hey.
Hey!
Really still prefer
Congratulations!
Revertables.
That's it now.
Yep.
Sorry, little Bobby Tables. You're revertables now.
You're gonna get some
And
amazing.
it's like crackers and cheese and delightful.
You'll get some amazing Fernway dice, just like these.
Yes.
So sweet Bobby T, I'm gonna be reaching out to you and messaging you to try to get the info. So make sure you have your whispers on.
Is that like
To
a
make sure.
boba tea? The Bobby tea?
That Bobby T.
Such a tune.
But congrats, Robert.
In case you are just joining us, though, what have we done? You guys took a bath? You had some breakfast?
That was it.
That was
That's
it.
it.
Just a
That's
lot of
lots of-
talking.
A lot of talking
Got a
in the bath.
massage.
Well,
Found out
one
how good
person
Chorus
got
is
And a cuddle puddle.
at massages.
And introduce Alma to the cuddle puddle. You guys were just about to go to sleep. Was there anything else? Void was about to do something, and I said, "Nah, fam, we need to."
You were just a monster.
I'm cruel and unusual.
The only thing else that happens, there's about if anyone is awake during this time and not focused in on the cuddle puddle, you would see Void in front of like the vanity mirror, just like sitting where someone would do their makeup in the morning or anything like that. And you could see their mouth moving very slightly, and their face is constantly shifting between different appearances. And they're just staring, unblinking into the mirror the entire time. Eventually, this stops after about maybe 20 minutes. Their eyes flutter open. Their skin is porcelain and eyes golden for a few moments. You've earned this. And then they shift again, growing taller, more masculine features, getting a little bit of muscle bulk. Their skin turns to a pre-dawn purple, light gray hair, and copper eyes. And then they walk into the other room and close the door.
They have the room to their cells, I think, right?
It's the room where Yuri and Kori are.
Yuri and Kori are in.
Or you're in there.
Ah. Alma would be asleep by that point.
Yeah, he's asleep.
Welcome in, Raiders. Good time
Welcome,
to come
Raiders.
in. Let's see what craziness is about to. Okay, so what are you doing in the
other room?
room?
Oh, well, you'll just have to find out about that later.
Okay.
Oh my!
Fade to black, and it's now what? The evening?
we fast forward, unless anything else is going to happen during the sleep time. 8 hours ish. You guys wake up. It's now about 6 in the evening.
Do we ever get a long rest? Did we get it?
You got a long rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Restore your hit points,
Thank
your
God.
spell slots.
God.
You lose a point of exhaustion, so
Hey,
Nemeia
back to
and Kori
zero.
are back to 3.
0.
Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. I think Alma, when she wakes up, she'll actually try very carefully to like sneak out of the bed to not disturb anybody else. And she'll actually sit in front of the vanity where she'll grab something from her bag, which would be the eyeliner she used because she wiped all of it off while she was getting cleaned. And she'll just start doing it along like the water line for both eyes before she starts taking water from like a little basin to just kind of smear it along her cheeks so it looks nice and fresh. Trying to be quiet.
I don't know if Nemeia would notice Alma detangling herself. It is just a mess of limbs everywhere.
She'll try to be gentle about. Actually, I
Yeah.
should probably do a stealth check, shouldn't I? Let's see. Well, stealth or sleight of hand to try and get
Sleight
out
of
of
hand.
that. Sleight of hand. Let's see. I know long rest has been taken. D&D Beyond. Thank you. Okay. Let's see.
I'm real mad. I did make a perception roll at disadvantage, and I'm happy to take a photo of this. I got a nat 20 and a 19.
Yeah. I got a nat 1 for 2 for sleight of hand, so I'm like palms going into people and like elbows and
You
It's just
realize that
awkward.
Arms
there
are heavy,
more
palms
limbs
sweaty.
for-
Limbs like spaghetti all everywhere.
There's vomit on her armor already.
No.
oh god.
Oh no.
That was Adria.
I would just imagine that with being kind of overwhelmed with the cuddle pile, not really sure how to get out of it, trying to be stealthy and
The
shit.
panic attack.
Oh yeah.
Alma's spaghetti. Brilliant.
Feeling that, Nemeia's stirred. She fell asleep, but it was very broken. She tossed and turned quite a bit.
How much did
but
she toss and turn?
What?
Had to
She
be
had a
restful enough
restless
to-
nice sleep. Enough to
Oh,
recover a point of
oh,
exhaustion.
oh,
But, like,
okay,
you know, when
just
you know
checking.
you just had like a really shit sleep and you're like, oh, I can't get comfortable, I can't get comfortable, I can't get comfortable.
Yep.
Like,
Making sure, you know.
Dustin, holding you accountable to RP decisions since 2021.
But so she would have like lifted her wing briefly and probably nudged Edie's leg off Alma gently, sort of helping her get out.
Yeah.
And then, like, May doesn't care. She'll just snuggle in or wriggle into whoever's closest, just seeking that comfort and warmth.
Edie wakes up and looks around for Void in the room, or anyone else that she doesn't recognize in the room.
Not right away, but shortly after everyone's starting to wake up, Nanashi walks through the door wearing the Mimicloak as a almost transparent sort of nightgown. And she walks in through the door. Good morning.
Good morning. I take it
Void?
someone get night's sleep.
It was good.
Who are you?
If if you want to use this face's name, it's Nanashi.
Nanashi. But. And Edie's like looking very suspicious at the stranger in the room that hasn't made it clear that they're void because I have not met this face yet.
You have.
You have.
You said I hadn't. You said I'd done this porcelain skin one, but not this.
This is the
tan
porcelain
olive...
skin one. This is the porcelain skin one.
Oh, sorry. I thought you changed form into that
Nope.
olive tan skin with the like muscular
Purple.
figure.
It was a pre-dawn.
That was
purple skin.
the pre-dawn purple skin. That was on the way in. Coming out, it's Nanashi again.
Okay. Never mind. Well then, hi. All good.
All good.
Yes. Sorry.
I'd say I'm finally up early, but none of us are.
Oh,
No.
but
What's the plan now?
I actually was hoping to go with Nanashi somewhere. If
Really?
you were. Yes. If you care to join
I
me.
wish I had a braid so I could not be like petting an imaginary cat right now. But she's pulled the braid over
I'm
the
Mr.
shoulder.
Bigglesworth.
And it's just, Bigglesworth. No.
It's no obligation.
Where were you hoping we'd go? Everyone just can't get enough of me today.
And I'll mentally link with Nanashi and say, it pertains to the conversation I had with Void yesterday.
You hear Void's voice answer. Ah, got it.
And I'll start speaking out loud at this point. Just a simple walk. Been meaning to stretch my legs and talk about a few things.
After all those stairs, I would have thought everyone's legs were tired still, but okay. Just around the block?
A little further.
Okay. I should probably get dressed in something a little bit more decent.
We
You
will
look great though.
Thank you. She gives a little tooch and then moves to the other side of the room and starts dressing.
Sorry,
what?
what?
Has no one is no one skilled and brought up on the verbiage of Tyra Banks? A little tooch.
No.
Is that a fart?
No, you
No.
stick your hip and butt out in a like.
See, Robertables knows what I'm talking about.
No, Robertable's
like a-
incorrect. Tooch. A booty
It looks-
tooch.
It's like
That
I know.
doesn't make it better.
But it's like kind of an homage of like, I know. It's
You pop
like
your
that
hip.
Kind of,
You pop your hip.
And you rip
Oh, well, say that.
I did, just in the vernacular of apparently someone that no one else on here knows except me and Haley.
It's like the amount of times I have to Google what the fuck you're saying to understand it
pop
when
your
I'm
hip.
transcribing. It's
I'm
like,
up
your
with the
hip.
kids' lingo. You can't stop me.
it. Pop your hip, have a squiz, and pop a tooch.
apparently.
Have a squiz of this tooch. It's delightful.
oh my.
Oh my. Hey, Chorus.
Yep.
You wait.
Yeah.
You just responded to me, so yeah, I guess so. How far was far on that letter that I showed you? The bottle. Was it like towns over or streets over?
Well, the town where they live is outside of Saison.
Okay.
and
Okay.
then-
So it's not something that we can pop over and do.
No, and theoretically the island is much farther than that. Actually, we were probably pretty close to it when we were in the prison.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
probably dead right
actually
now, right?
it's not too. It's off the coast from where you guys are at, north
Okay.
east a bit. I think I put the wrong directions in the map in the
Okay.
letter originally. I had corrected it, but that was 53 episodes ago or something like that. So
The letter seems to be changing.
Yep.
It is closer than I thought it was.
I mean, it's quite
When I read
old.
it.
You can see those. You can see those letters are smudged. So
Yeah.
you could have just read it wrong.
That's true. Yeah, I was very.
I've had
tired
it in my
recently.
pocket for a long time.
And as it northeast really easily looks like southwest when the letters are smudged. They look very similar.
I hate you all. Speaking of things that have been kept in your pocket for a long time, how's Tofu?
He's doing great.
Good.
He's a little bit chunky, but he's doing good.
We've got diabetes.
It says northeast in the letter. You take a look at southwest. Come on.
I thought you were changing it to
No,
be south. Yeah, okay.
south would be way worse.
Westward.
Nope, still northeast.
But that's where the ship was going. That's not necessarily where they left him.
Maybe we could get some. Well, I think we're gonna go see Grim, aren't we? And he can scry.
Yeah, sure. That's probably a good idea. Or we could also just get a boat and go up and down the coastline until we find a small island with a small hut and a person
Sounds
living there.
like a long-
Yeah, that was a joke.
Oh. I mean, it does sound like fun, kind of. I don't really want to be on a boat for that long.
Me either.
Well, where are we going now?
Did I didn't see anything from hanging by a thread. You guys didn't pick up your stuff?
We did not have time for any of that. And Nanashi
We went
is
right into rescue mode.
Nanashi is over by the vanity now, and is just sitting cross-legged on the floor without the shawl on anymore, and is just combing out her hair.
What exactly did you guys get up to after I left?
We used all of our permissions to get more permissions to give information. And then we found you. And that was pretty much it.
Well, we
went on a
we
mission.
also, yeah, we met the
get
Thieves
the
Guild.
information.
We met H.E.R.O.E in the Thieves Guild. We found out H.E.R.O.E was looking for Kori. We lied a lot. We met Alma out in the woods on a mission for the Thieves Guild, where we almost died to creepy monsters. But we got all the things we needed for the mission for the Thieves Guild. Came back, H.E.R.O.E got information. We got information. We found you. We came. We killed a bunch of guards. We saved you. We killed Stedd. And now we're here.
We saw, we kicked some ass.
Exactly. 10% we delivered most of the mail.
Found out.
I was thinking that.
Whoopsie murders.
Whoopsie, parentheses, murders.
It tracks.
Nanashi gets up and is still completely unclothed, and it's like, and technically they met me. We haven't been introduced. I'm Nanashi.
Nice
And like
to meet
offers
you.
her hand.
The mayor will take it.
Good to meet you as well. Heard a lot about you.
Oh, good things I heard.
Biased, but good. She sort of rolls her eyes and moves back over towards the vanity.
How did Nanashi? Was it? How did you all meet?
It's Void's new form.
Same way we always meet, really.
Void left and Nanashi came back.
Okay.
And she starts to dress, and the face quickly changes into Void's. I'm not gone. I'm just... She's overstaying her welcome. Hold on.
Nanashi can stay as long as she wants.
The face shifts back. Really?
Yeah, it's
Whether
whoever you want to be.
Nanashi,
Hmm?
can I ask you a kind of a personal question?
I'm an open book.
Wonderful. That is not the kind of answer Void would have given, so this is exciting. How many of you are there in there?
Ooh. Are you counting just the ones that do this sort of thing? And I mean, not anything I can really do, but I mean, have a name and everything.
Maybe? I don't know.
Oh, there's the stiff. There's the mom. There's that thing. Me. The best one. Void, Vix, and then the other one. So 7, I think? These are the main ones. There's the old Fott, who's the latest mask, but
Chorus is like counting at the same time, like which ones he's met. He's like,
Yeah.
all right. Okay. Okay. Cool. Thank you. I'm just curious.
You're welcome. And give Void a try. They might actually answer now.
Oh, good to know.
I'll
Well,
ask Void if Void's not here.
Void's always here.
I think we're good
I
though.
Yeah, I think I'm still a bit too tired for this.
Shame.
It doesn't seem that complicated. Just imagine whatever person is currently in the body and then all of the other people standing behind. It's like Void is just behind Nanashi and we can't see Void, but Void's still there. I'm assuming Vix is still there. Well, I don't know. Seems about right.
And the mum? Is that the little gnome?
Ooh, she is smart. And Nanashi fades as like Void jumps into the set of pants and starts putting on that olive waistband. Oh, yes. You met her in Balantor. Edna. And Nedida. Oh, God. Sorry, I haven't spoken Gnomish in a while, and the names are always really hard to get back into. Miss Sparkspanner.
Oh. She was the one that spoke with William's parents.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. I can leave you to finish getting ready for the day. Anyone else want to come and do some shopping?
I think
Well,
we're gonna
actually-
go meet Grim, right? It's like 6 p.m. at night, and we need to go meet Grim before we go back to sleep again for the morning. Wasn't that the plan?
Has the sending stone been runging at all? I don't know.
Who has
You
the
can-
sending stone?
You can see I think Void had the sending stone last, and Void left it on the table so that if it went off. You can see Void putting on their vest and like staring down at the toggles and like, Alma, did you actually have a preference who you go on a walk with?
whichever one you are most comfortable.
It's a pain in the ass to change the toggles. It's just me today. Haha. She's had her fill. Quite literally.
Well, if we don't need to immediately go see Grim, I can still do the walk now, if you wish.
Sure.
I'll start, I would have been putting on the rest of my stuff too, and then would have started walking out towards the door, just waiting for Void to follow.
Who wants the sending stone? Should I take it or?
You take it, then if it goes off, you come back here to grab us. Otherwise, we won't know where you are.
Right, but are you going shopping?
No, I'm gonna go eat dinner.
Well,
Let's
it's
go back to bed.
weird to wake up and have dinner. Ooh. Nemeia, you were going shopping?
Edia's goals.
Right. It was just a suggestion. I wasn't really paying much attention last night. I kind of zonked out.
Understandable.
So
I would go with you, Nemeia, if you'd like to go walk around. I'm sure after being stuck in that jail for so long, it'd be nice to get out of this one.
Yeah. Okay. That'd be great.
Fine.
All right. Should we meet back here in a few hours?
Sounds good to me.
You sure you don't want to go?
No, I'll be in bed.
All right. I'm going
Did
to
you-
leave the alarm up. Well, I'm going to cast another alarm. Actually.
I'm gonna go get dinner and then come back though.
That
That's
lasts
fine.
what, like 8 hours, right?
8 hours, yeah. And up to a mile away? Yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna set up alarm again just to know that, like,
Sure.
none of our group is back. If it basically just everyone in our group is fine, everybody else, it'll alert me.
Did you want me to grab you anything, Edie?
No, I think I'm good.
Don't want any more donut holes?
I mean, if you're gonna go grab some, for sure.
What about that
I
cookie
can.
delivery thing?
Yeah, I was gonna set that up in the morning.
It is your
I
morning.
thought-
No. No, I need to eat dinner and go to bed.
Edie has a routine and she's sticking with it.
Yeah, ever since this whole day-night thing's going on, it's very confusing when the night turns dark and I can't see a thing, and it's scary, and I want to be in bed for that. So I'm gonna stay here in the tavern where it's light. I'm gonna have some drinks, and maybe there'll be a bard playing, and then I will go to bed. But that's fine. I'm not gonna leave the building.
Wonder if, what's his name? Oh, that other tiefling.
Sinbar.
Yeah, he might be playing. Was he here? Was it this?
He was here for the ball, though, wasn't he? So he's probably gone back to his kingdom now. That was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay. Didn't realize I was gone for that long.
Mm-hmm. It's a long time. Too long.
Too long.
Never want to be separated from you for that long ever again.
We won't be. Just a couple of hours for the moment, and I'll be back with everyone else, and we can do that covered pile again.
I'll be here when you get back.
Okay.
So, just so you guys are aware, the bakery and stuff that you guys had been to previously was outside of this district, so that would take you outside of the mile radius for alarm, just so you're aware of where you would be going.
Got it.
Do they have a bakery in the area?
Yes, there's 2 of them. But you're going to eat and go to bed.
No, but I was just saying for them, they could go for just a walk and go past a
They
bakery.
do. Yep, the cookie delivery place is not here though.
Damn.
But there
Yeah,
are
well-
there are 2 bakeries in the Kendrell Heights.
I'll stay within the alarm range. I wouldn't go out of that.
And then
Yep.
I'll start walking down and I'll actually try and summon a carriage to try and speed up the process.
Void comes down pretty soon after. They're not much delayed in getting ready.
Okay.
Nemeia, did you get all of your stuff out of the bag?
Yeah. Got everything that I wanted on me. Thank you.
Cool. Slings the bag over their shoulder, down to meet Alma.
Summon a cart taxi.
Yeah.
Well, that one you have to go to like the square of town to get a carriage. So you do that, and you take your cart, and you go back towards Lower Gakos.
Yep. So, I'll step out of the carriage once it gets there. I would have asked for the carriage to stop before the
Well, it stops
blacksmith.
in town square.
Yeah. So I'll get out and then wait for Void to join me.
We're back here. Cool. Where are we going?
You'll see. So I'll just start walking towards a very specific direction. Alma will be pretty quiet throughout the walk, not really conversing much.
If you hadn't done such a good job protecting us in that, since we've met you, I would be worried about getting killed right now. But I think it's fine.
I'm actually taking you to meet Orion.
Oh.
I did find him.
You said there was nothing but dead ends.
Yes. And by that point, we would have come up towards the little open area where the flowers from yesterday or the couple days prior would still be on the plaque that's on
And
Orion's grave.
there, you see marching around carrying a giant sword is Norf patrolling this area.
So here you are, Norf.
Friends! And he runs up and like hugs your legs. Norf not know where you go. So Norf only know here. So Norf came here to stand guard for Alma.
Thanks.
Sorry about that, Norf. What? How did your evening go? Yeah.
Norf not kiss and tell, but
Valid.
Norf not do much kissing.
Okay, excellent. Love to hear it.
What Norf did was
No, that would be the kissing, and that was the telling part.
Oh,
Keep that to yourself.
But you had fun,
Norf had very good time.
and you'll be seeing the lovely lady soon again.
I don't remember where she lives. Maybe?
Oh. I did not take you for a one-nighter, Norf.
Not intentionally. Norf not know where friends went, so Norf came here, and Norf not know this location. But Norf smart, good hunter.
He'll find her.
Maybe.
She went to that bar once. Might go back there again.
Yes, that's a good thought.
Yeah.
Where was that bar?
Oh, Lord.
Norf has a very specific set of skills.
He's got a great sword,
We'll find her.
a second great sword, and that's it.
If you steal his daughter, though, look out.
Oh my.
He will ask for help finding her.
Oh, no.
Well,
Taken the Norf story.
Well, Norf, I appreciate your efforts to keep this place secret and safe.
It seemed important to Alma, so important to Norf.
It is. And now two of you will know my secret. And I'll turn over towards Void. And then after a moment, I'll walk towards the plaque and move the flowers out of the way so that Void would be able to read what's on the plaque.
Is Void right now?
Yep.
Okay, so Norf would have recognized you. Okay, just wanted to
Yep.
make sure you weren't.
A stranger.
Although Norf saw both.
He'd seen Nanashi?
Norf had seen Nanashi and Void.
Yes.
I just realized how much more complicated I've made RP by doing this. Sorry.
It's okay. This is Orion. Void.
It's lovely to meet him.
Well, he'd be very happy to meet you too. And I'll like sit on the ground next to the plaque and I'll kind of like pat the ground so that
Void sits
can
down
join.
quickly, yeah.
Norf continues patrolling.
I take that to mean that was the secret he was keeping for you.
Yes. But he doesn't know all the details of it. Just this place.
Yeah. Is this in relation to that vine thing you were saying?
In a way. And you know how with the angry I connected with it mentally, right?
Do, yes.
That's similar, or it pertains to this too. How I lost him.
Was he angry?
No.
Oh. Sorry, I'm not connecting the dots. Maybe still a little tired from yesterday.
When I connected with the angry spoke of betrayal. The betrayal that it and all of the others who were down in that chasm felt when they were trapped inside. I was betrayed too. And Orion was the price for that betrayal. He got caught in the middle of something I didn't even realize was actually happening until it was too late. And that betrayal is something I intended to keep to myself. But you, being a sly master of words, seemed to convince me otherwise.
I'm glad I found a nerve.
It's risky for me to show you this.
I take that to mean the people that betrayed you are still around?
I was nervous to come back here. But how could I not? Last time I saw Orion, he was dead in my arms.
You
After
were...
40
Sorry, what was that?
I couldn't be away from him for much longer. I knew I would have to come. I was so angry. That's why I didn't come and find him for years. Not until now.
Did you have him moved here? I'm a little confused. Sorry if I'm prying. It's just...
No. He was born and raised here. His family are... They're stonemasons. They don't live too far outside of the city just because of their work. So, when he died, his parents found out quickly, and they had him brought back here.
It's good to wind up back home. Although I imagine he might have thought his home with you.
It was. But it's not happening now.
I'm sure it's time more than anything, but you wear your grief a lot better than I would.
And you'll actually start to see tears come down from Alma's face, and you'll notice that the makeup she put on her eyes streaks with it. Whoever said I was done grieving?
I didn't.
It's a testament to him. Where I can't express it all the time through my actions, I can at least do it through this.
I like that.
Kind of makes me stand out.
It's all right to stand out. We have a similar thing where I'm from. You've obviously figured out I have a lot of faces that share this little headspace of mine. For us, one of the ways we can live on is when one of those faces lives through the generations. It's never owned by any one of us. It's just something that binds us all together.
It's a pretty comforting thought.
Well, it's give and take. There's good and bad, like most things.
True.
Thank you for bringing me here, by the way.
You're welcome. I was very scared for a while. Knowing at least this much, that he's dead. That doesn't come without its own dangers for you.
I'd like you to think about what we just finished doing. Kori, I'd only heard about from Nemeia and Yuri secondhand. Nemeia I only met a few weeks ago.
The unfortunate thing. The party responsible is not like Stedd and his interdimensional, spooky, whatever you'd like to call it. But the dark intentions are there. And it's part of the reason I don't practice that much anymore.
Practice fighting.
No.
Your clerical work? Is this group at all related to why you wanted to come see the king in the first place?
No. No, my intentions to come here and see the king were separate.
Well, then that begs the question, do you want anything done about this group?
You remember my analogy last night, or this morning. It's very true here. I don't know who is a piece of ivy and who is a simple sapling just trying to grow. Except for the one responsible. Their reach is very big.
But you're saying they aren't all spooky and interdimensional and magic and that kind of stuff?
No.
Oh, well, then they have no chance.
Boy, you don't know what they're capable of doing. I've been on the run for 4 years. I don't know, it's...
Void's gonna reach over and just lay their hand on Alma's. This is your call. It's not my inquisition, it's yours. I just want you to know that you helped us a great deal, save someone precious to us. If, just from what you've said, Orion was precious to you, we would have no qualms making sure justice was done. But that's not our task to march to. We're here, if and when you need us.
You know he's not coming back, though, right?
Orion? No, but that's why I don't say vengeance. I say justice.
Alma will be at a bit of a loss for words. And she'll just kind of like lean over and just put her head on Void's shoulder.
Void puts their head onto Alma's.
And she'll just sit there.
Orion is smiling down at you. Nothing will change that. But it doesn't hurt to hurt the people who hurt us. When life doesn't do a good job of meting out pain, that's where the heroes step in.
I guess that's where I falter a bit.
You'll be our conscience. Keep us from growing too many vines up around us, huh?
I suppose I could. I don't have a very good green thumb, though. I hope you know that, right? I am a follower of Boss, of death and dying, so that doesn't exactly hold true to the gardening part.
I think you're taking the metaphor a bit too far, dear.
I think so, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll, like, sit upright and just kind of wipe my face a little bit. Void, let me tell them.
This... Do you know about Ishki?
I know, but I guess you're the first person who has ever found out. So, I guess I just need to hear it.
Not a soul will know. I will take it to my grave. And in so doing, should you find yours too soon, you'll live forever. No one dies until their last secret is known.
Yeah. Norf,
Norf?
it's time to go home.
Okay. Norf, go home.
With us, dear, and I'll like stand up frantically to try and like get him to.
Oh, yes, Norf. Norf, follow Alma. And Void. Hi, Void.
Hi, Norf.
hold my hand out towards Void.
Void takes the hand.
And I'll extend my other hand towards Norf. The 2-year-old that he is.
Yeah, he like kind of just tries to grab in between you guys so he can like swing back and forth. Especially with the weight of the great sword like dragging him down.
Yeah, and I'd imagine the height difference between Alma and Void is a bit different too, so it's just this awkward.
Void grows a little bit taller to even it out. Or shorter, as necessary.
Shorter.
I can't remember.
Yep. And then we'll just go back to the square to go back.
As you pick him up, yeah, the sword's just like dragging along the ground behind him, like catches in the cobblestones, like tink, tink,
Tink,
tink.
tink.
Norf have to rub those nicks out later.
Later, Norf, later.
All right. You guys get back to the carriage and ride back.
Yep.
We'll go back to, real quick, go back to the inn. Edie, is there anything you wanted to do besides just eat and sleep? Is that all Edie's doing?
Yes. That
Okay,
is
I didn't
all
know if there was
for
any
me.
interaction you wanted to have there, or things you wanted to do, go looking through people's rooms. Okay. Then we will go to Nemeia and Chorus. You guys stay within the realm of the 1 mile radius. You are able to find a bakery within that radius. It is let's see which one it is here. The Whoopie Cakes Bakery. So you are welcome to shop there if you'd like, and just restock up on. They have some basic. It is a cake specializing store, so they cakes and cupcakes is kind of what they specialize in.
Yeah, cool. Nemeia will go in real quick, and she'll grab a dozen of a different assortment of cupcakes and flavors. So Biscoff, chocolate, vanilla, raspberry.
What is Biscoff?
Oh
What
my
is that, a
goodness gracious me! Oh god, how do I
Why
describe
don't you
it?
explain it?
Like
It's
a cakey
cinnamon
garden cookie-ish thing. It's a cakey cookie.
No,
Yeah,
it's a
oh my
biscuit.
gosh.
It's biscuit.
Like a hard
But
cookie,
But it's a cake. How are you going
and
to
it's a
do that?
spread.
You can
Or
you
it's
can
like-
actually get like
make it
Biscoff
flavored
flavoring in the frosting with like it has like a
Oh.
little Biscoff biscuit sticking out of it. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, you guys have to come to some of Australia's bakeries.
We have
Yeah,
it.
well,
We have Biscoff
Ba-
here.
Oh,
do we?
We're
Okay,
just all
Justin just
idiots.
didn't know.
It's like
Literally.
Swedish or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Maybe. But yeah, just different flavors of absolutely everything. Just real quick.
What's the number of cupcakes you are buying?
I was gonna grab a dozen.
A dozen. Okay. Oh, thank you. No, I know. So that will, for a dozen cupcakes, that will be, we'll say 8 silver.
Done. And then as she goes back outside, she's feeling more herself. As they walk, whenever there's space in between people and the streets and stuff, she'll open her wings just that little bit, sort of testing, but she doesn't fully expand them. Thanks for last night.
Of course. Anytime.
Where'd you learn to do that? Surely you couldn't reach your own.
No, I mean, after long days of training, Malchus and I used to, loosen up, stretching, that kind of stuff.
So you and Malchus were that close?
Yeah. I mean, how close? Massage close? I mean, we're that close, right? Like,
Right. Okay. Um, not that I'm unappreciative of you coming with me, but why?
Why did I come with you?
Yeah.
I thought it would be a good time to get out and stretch the legs.
Okay. Very true. And the fresh air is really nice. Usually you don't want to do activities with me.
Yeah. I think I owe you an apology. I think I was allowing much of my hesitation with my history to sort of seep into the relationship between us, and that's not fair to you or to my past.
Well, thanks, but you don't owe me an apology for that. I know that those wounds still hurt from your past, and you've told me that I remind you of them, so the offer just caught me off guard.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't cause the wounds, so you don't deserve the emotional response that those wounds provoke.
It's very mature of you. I wasn't saying that you were immature, but oh
It's all right.
shit.
I know what you mean.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Of course. It's good to see
Was-
you stretching your wings a bit.
Yeah, it feels really nice. You did a really good job. I didn't realize how bad that actually gotten. I actually couldn't extend them at all. I wasn't kept in a cell. More like a crawl space. So,
I'm sorry about that. And I know you're going to say I don't owe you an apology for this, but I'm sorry it took us so long to get there.
yeah, I'm gonna say you don't owe me an apology. You still came for me.
I know. I just didn't have the opportunity to protect you the way I would have liked.
You had absolutely no control over that situation. I put my foot in it at that bowl.
Oh, trust me, if we were pacing the number of times that we've gotten ourselves in trouble from just saying things without thinking about them, I'm definitely the winner there. It's honestly, usually how bad things happen to me.
And
I-
jumping out of windows.
I don't think I've ever heard you say something that's gotten you in trouble.
Oh. Well, you haven't been around, I guess, for all of the secrets that I've done a very, very poor job of keeping. And I don't know if you've noticed, sometimes I just try not to talk when I'm in group situations. So quickly learned that gets you stabbed sometimes, or thrown out of places, or I don't know. There's lots of things that can happen when you are not so good at the whole talking to people thing.
You are preaching to the choir. But if you want to learn those social skills, You can talk to me.
Well, I won't turn down a chance to talk to you, but I'm also not too concerned with the social skills.
It's just an
I
offer.
like who I am. I don't really like keeping secrets, and I think bluntness has a way of resetting the conversation sometimes, even if it does get me thrown out of places sometimes as well.
Some people just need that slap in the face and a wake-up call.
Absolutely.
Are there any secrets that I should be aware of? I mean, I was gone 2 weeks.
And with that, we're going to end today's session.
You mother!
I think that's a good stopping point.
Especially since Melissa is currently disconnected and just in a good face.
Oh, no.
There she
Oh,
goes.
dear God.
Oh no! Well, there we go.
All right, well, stick around. Come back next week. We're going to raid another group, so stick around for that. We love you guys. Next week, remember, we're going to be doing part 2 of Camp Dirty in the Dark. And then, what? I don't know. And then we'll be back to sunset. So stick around for the raid, and we'll see you guys next week. But until then, are you ready for more tales?
Oh wait.
Yes!
Bye, everybody.